SmackDown Hot Takes, where I take your thoughts, your opinions, your hot takes from the previous episode of SmackDown Raw and or PLEs. Let's get started with I Hate You Solo. Oh my gosh, I Hate You Solo from Daisaiyan Prince. Oh man. Jacob Fatu's having none of this Solo return. Solo Sikoa, you had your undying support of Jacob Fatu, and well, I get it. You suffered a traumatic event, but you can't just write everybody out of your life just because you are in your own feelings and then expect them to just come running back to you. Oh man, I hate you, Solo. That's so sad. Poor Solo Sikoa. He lost to the tribal chief. He lost his Ulafala, but yeah, you know what? Jacob Fatu, he has feelings too, believe it or not. I keep waiting. We got this from DJ Scott Jr. I keep waiting to hate the Bloodline story because it's been going for 6 years, but man, it keeps getting better every time. Yeah, right? It's all the twists and turns. Now we've got Bloodline stories over there, Bloodline stories over there, Bloodline stories over there. It's geez, when will this thing get lame and boring? It just keeps adding. You know what? I'll just read the next one. Raphael Adair saying, Triple H, how many layers do you want in the Bloodline storyline? The Bloodline saying, yes, just bring on all the layers. Bring on all the layers. Shazam Hazan, this moment made me want Jacob versus Cody instead of Solo, the retread. Yeah, for real, Jacob and Cody in the ring was way more intense, way more volatile than Cody and Solo. I think, though, that the point of Solo and Cody at Elimination Chamber is so, I don't know, maybe Solo loses and Jacob finally just gives him the beatdown because, as Solo Sikoa once famously said, losing has consequences. And if Solo loses, that means he did not win the undisputed belt, but you can. I've already given one of these away. Actually, it's this one. I'm going to ship this one to Australia. Someone won this belt on my channel, AA Enterprises, and now I'm looking towards the next contest. At 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to give away another one of these belts. Every 10,000 subscribers on this channel, I give away a belt. All you gotta do is comment below, hit the subscribe button, the bell notification, and give a thumbs up if you could, because I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers, 20,000 subscribers, 30,000 subscribers. You get the point. So I can quit my day job and do wrestling content full time. And if you want to help me get there even sooner, there is a Patreon page where I do even more exclusive content, watch alongs, and all that good stuff. All right, so the next hot take is K-Dizzle, SmackDown is dead. It's so boring. HBK needs to book all of WWE. I actually liked SmackDown yesterday. Sorry to disappoint you, K-Dizzle, but I have said recently that I do feel Triple H is kind of sort of dropping the ball on certain areas. The tag team division on SmackDown is super red hot, but on Raw, it sucks. The women's division, the Midcard women's division is, while he made a mistake this week by booking Chelsea Green to lose, it's pretty solid. The U.S. title is pretty solid, but on Raw, not so much. The Lyra Valkyria's mid-card title reign has been a joke. I do feel, though, that while I don't agree with you that SmackDown sucked tonight, I do agree with you. I would like HBK to be brought up to the main roster and given one show. Let's do it like we did in the old days of the brand split, where we had, Vince McMahon over here, and we had Stephanie and Paul Heyman over there. We could have HBK on SmackDown and or Raw, and Triple H on the other one, and they solely book their brand. That way it'll give each brand a very distinct personality while not having to spread yourself too thin. KB, I don't think people give Dawson the credit he deserves. He is a star. Ford is just a superstar and he gets overshadowed. Yeah, okay, so talking about the Street Profits, we got Angelo Dawson and Ford. Dawson's really good. He is very, very good. It reminds me of the Dudley Boys in that Bubba always overshadowed Devon, but when you gave Devon the chance, Devon could hold his own. The problem with Dawson is he's just standing next to Montez Ford, who could pretty much outshine, out-charisma anybody. I can't think of one person that could really outshine him. Maybe CM Punk could take down Ford, maybe, but Punk doesn't even have the energy that Montez Ford has and brings to the table. LA Knight, oh no, honestly, I think Montez Ford is in a league of his own, so any tag team partner that he's with is going to be like greatly overshadowed, but it doesn't mean that partner sucks. I don't know why everybody thinks Dawson sucks. Okay, Montez Ford is amazing. Doesn't make everybody suck around you. And then why now this hard push on Nia? Give me a break. Yeah, right? Like, the Nia that we've had since her title loss on January 3rd is the Nia that we should have got during her title reign. But no, she ate like, what, 7 losses between October 11th and her title loss? So it's like, too little, too late. I mean, now, I guess not too late, but at the same time, it's like we should have got this Nia while she was champion. I want Big Jim to win the U.S. belt. That would be kind of cool, especially if Jey Uso wins. You know, I would love to see the internet kind of get all mad too. Oh, more Bloodline members with titles. Not like they haven't been there 14 years putting in the work. And Nakamura can just put the fries in the bag. How is the champ a third wheel? Yeah, it's like at one point we had this awesome battle, this promo battle between The Miz and LA Knight. I don't care what you say. When they give Miz the chance, he shines. But Miz versus LA Knight on the mic, and we have Shinsuke just like standing there, just waiting for, I don't know, the fallout. He didn't do nothing. And then the moment it was determined that LA Knight was going to be his challenger, he should have attacked him. Nope, he just stood there. This Shinsuke title reign, very, very disappointing with how cool his character can be. It's like they really dropped the ball. This is why we should get Triple H and HBK booking separately. I get it, Triple H, you know, you got a lot on your plate. I'm not saying you're horrible. I'm just saying you could use some help. Let's learn from the mistakes of Tony Khan, who wants to book every little minute detail of WWE. Let's learn from that mistake and just, it's your best friend, HBK. Call him up. Give him Smackdown. I'm Black Snow. TNA. Black Snow is one of the greatest announcers of all time. Look him up. Shucky, shucky, quack, quack. Great roster, boring champions. DIY. It's crazy. Of all the champions on SmackDown, DIY has the most personality. I remember like 6 months ago saying, why is DIY even around? But DIY is actually grown on me. But yep, we already talked Shinsuke being a waste. Cody Rhodes, he got punked out today. I don't care what you say. In the ring, we had Jacob Fatu circling him, right? And he doesn't really do nothing other than just stand there. And then he's going to go after Solo, and Jacob's like, no, I am. He got punked out. Imagine Stone Cold. Imagine someone putting their hands on Stone Cold saying, I got him first. No. Stone Cold would want him first. He would want him second. He'd want him last. Mr. Brownie God also, kudos, thank you, Mr. Brownie God, for help in the Discord channel, which is a Patreon exclusive. CM Punk works way better as a heel to me, and the favor could lead to his turn. CM Punk is way better as a heel. Way better as a heel. But I will say this, he's a decent face. He's not a bad face at all. I would say if he's a 10 at a heel as a face, he's probably an 8, which in today's day and age is pretty good. So even though I would love for CM Punk to be a heel, I can understand keeping him face as long as possible because, you know what? You need faces and you need heels, and it's so hard to be a good face. Look at Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is the epitome of a face, and yet the fans are slowly turning on him, or at least the internet community is slowly turning on him, or quickly turning on him, the internet community. But CM Punk, I still think he has room as a face, even though I'm with you, Mr. Brownie God. Monster Jam Brawny, I tried to give Carmelo Hayes a chance tonight, and I'm sorry, but I don't see what people see in him. All right, so you know what? I am personally a Carmelo Hayes fan. I love Carmelo Hayes. I didn't, though, in the beginning. I think it was like, I don't know, match number 2 or 3 with Andrade before I was like, wait a second, this guy is good. And so Monster Jam Brawny, I respect your opinion because I've been there. If you've been watching this channel for a little bit, you might know that I'm not the biggest Goldberg fan. And yet, I had to sit through 97, 98, 99, all the way to now where people were just like, oh my God, Bill Goldberg, I love Bill Goldberg, he's the next big thing. Big Goldberg, Bill Goldberg, Goldberg. And I didn't see it. Didn't see it then, didn't see it now, don't see it at all. I'm like, I don't like this guy. Why do we like this guy? Now, there's definitely a difference between characters and whatever, but I am just saying that I have been there where a lot of people liked somebody and I didn't. I love Carmelo Hayes. You don't. I hated Bill Goldberg. Everybody else loved him. So I feel ya. It's okay not to like everybody that everybody else's likes. I'm glad, though, that you gave him a chance. And you never know. He might still turn your opinion around. It took me about 3 years before I started liking Damian Priest. And then he started punking out Gunther, and I'm like, about him again. Sammy North, 20. Drew McIntyre is scared of Jacob Fatu. Everybody should be scared of Jacob Fatu. I'm scared of Jacob Fatu. Is that Jacob? Jacob's around? I'm scared. Damian King, can't believe they went to break during Truth's entrance. What's up? I added the what's up, but the entrance has been around for like 10 or 20 years. If they had to choose between going to break for Carmelo or R-Truth, I would have picked R-Truth. James Dean, I didn't like Fatu at first, but he's starting to grow on me. He's a freaking beast. Maybe it was him being under Solo is what it was, because he's just destroyed it in the ring and on the mic. So there you go, Monster Jam Brawny. Here's James Dean didn't like Jacob at first, and now he does. So sometimes it just takes a little bit of time to get used to him. I loved Jacob from the moment he destroyed Cody, Randy, and Kevin. Still just can't believe that a heel came in and debuted like that. But that said, I'm glad you're on the Fatu train now, James Dean, and we're just getting the tip of the iceberg. And his promo skills are just like very unique, very awesome. Can't wait. Donatello Leonardo, Tiffany vs. Charlotte is not exciting at all. It might be if Tiffany was a full babyface, but it feels like WWE has booked them as tweeners, and it's not doing it for me. As far as Jade's attacker is concerned, let's all pray that's a swerve. Liv and Raquel is beyond lame. I definitely think we'll handle the Liv part thing. I definitely think it's a swerve. I did a video actually last night, right after SmackDown. Go look at it. It's like, was Liv the attacker? Spoiler alert. No, she's framed. So go watch that video. But Tiffany and Charlotte, I don't understand why we are booking them both kind of as tweeners. One time we have Charlotte saying how she loves the fans. The next she's just saying, bow down to me and beg for me to have a match. That maybe because WWE read the room wrong. So if she's going to go full heel, fine, whatever. But Tiffany needs to be full-fledged babyface. Just like I said about CM Punk earlier, it's hard to get the fans to fully just support and love on a babyface, and they're doing that naturally with Tiffany Stratton, so put her as a babyface. I get it. The presentation was this stuck-up Barbie doll, but whatever. If you connect, you connect. You just gotta change the character a little bit and just be more appreciative to your fans, and you're a babyface. We don't have to go too crazy with Tiffany. Mark J. Mag, Liv and Raquel attacking Jade was disappointing. It would have been more interesting to have a feud between Jade and a heel Bianca or Naomi. Watch my video. Like, honestly, I think this is just, I think Naomi released this footage anonymously, to get the scent off her trail. SRP, the tag team titles are just a waste of time right now. I hope it goes to Nikki and Alexa when they reunite. Okay, so I think you meant the women's tag team titles are a waste of time right now. I don't think Nikki and Alexa are going to get it, though. It looks like we're setting up a program with Liv and Raquel, because even if Liv and Raquel didn't attack Jade, they're going to be accused of it, and they're going to want some revenge on whoever framed them, and it looks like that program, honestly, get the titles off of Bianca and Naomi, and so Liv can have a prominent role as champion somewhere, and then we can have Bianca, Naomi, and Jade, that storyline really start to heat up, especially for WrestleMania. Bishop Marley, the third person in the Triforce of people who helped me with the Discord, and Tiffany versus Trish is a better feud than Tiffany versus Charlotte. It is a better heel-face dynamic, and Tiffany can benefit from getting the rub from a legend in the giving back era of Trish. Charlotte is far too big of a hurdle for Tiffany to try and get over, and facing her will not benefit Tiffany at this stage in her career. I do think a feud with Charlotte will benefit her if there's a couple ifs here. Charlotte can't go completely. You gotta hold her back a little bit. Charlotte can be very, very ruthless. Very, very ruthless on the mic. And I don't think Tiffany is ready for that. Maybe in 2 or 3 years, Tiffany could hang with Charlotte on the mic. I know a lot of people don't like Charlotte Flair, but I cannot deny her skills. Someone on the group chat yesterday was like, oh, she's only there because of Ric Flair, or she's nothing without her father. And I totally 100% disagree with that assessment. Charlotte Flair, like her or not, is amazing in the ring and amazing on the microphone. The problem is, she's not very giving of a wrestler. And I'm afraid that she's not going to give Tiffany much. They need to tell her to tone it down when they attack her. Not to go easy, but not to go as hard as possible on Tiffany. And then they need to let Tiffany win. That's how this will benefit Tiffany. But if night in, night out, Charlotte Flair does what John Cena did to Austin Theory years ago, then yeah, Tiffany's going to look like a little punk, and then even if Tiffany wins, it won't matter. But if she loses, then it really won't matter. And so I am afraid the Tiffany Trish thing would be great. It would be, honestly. But hopefully them pairing together will give her the rub. And hopefully it also brings Tiffany to pure babyface. Tiz Mickey, I don't know if it was just me, but they are taking too long to reveal who attacked Jade and starting not to care anymore. Yeah, that was 84 days. I did the math. It took 84 days to get to released footage of 2 employees walking into their place of work, because that footage showed nothing of an attack. 84 days to get that. Bishop Marley, Cody needs to stay out of the Bloodline business if he isn't going to be facing one of them at WrestleMania. Facing Solo is a boring retread, and facing Jacob is a bait and switch that will derail Fatu's momentum. Roman vs. Cody 3 might be okay, but it's far less compelling option than anything else they could do with Cody at Mania. Cody should be looking towards Mania, not the Bloodline. Yeah, it's like, okay, so Solo Sikoa spiked to you. I just don't know. I think you're speaking into the wind, Bishop Marley. We're getting Solo versus Cody, whether you like it or not. And yeah, I'm kind of over it, because we could have had other matches with Cody, and I get what they're doing. Cody facing Solo, Cody wins again, setting up Jacob and Solo at Mania, but there's other ways to get there. I mean, there's just other ways to get there. Solo doesn't need to eat another loss in the main event to have a match with Jacob Fatu. Jay and Love, I wish WWE will reach its climax with Jade's storyline. We already know it was a face that attacked her. 100%. It was a face. The only question is, was it Bianca, or was it Naomi, or was it both of them? I think it was just Naomi, though. Judy, Angela, Jetson, both our mid-card women's champs lost this week. Yeah, that's stupid. That's absolutely stupid. It's I'm glad Naomi advanced. That was the right call, but the wrong call was to put your champions in this matchup. Now, I will say, I am okay with a lower champion seeking the higher championship if the championship is established. So Lyra Valkyria should not have been in the Elimination Chamber because her Intercontinental Championship has not been established. Chelsea Green, on the other hand, yes, it's been established, but that creates a whole new dilemma in that the champion shouldn't really be losing. So ultimately, she shouldn't have been in the match. Unless Chelsea Green is actually in a one-on-one championship match with the champion, Tiffany Stratton, then no, Chelsea shouldn't be losing. Therefore, Chelsea should not have been in this match because Naomi was the right person to do it. Put Piper Niven in the match. That's all you had to do. Or if we had to have this match, then you should have had Piper Niven accidentally cost Chelsea Green the match. We needed to protect the champion. Million Matthew, I hope WWE doesn't pull another swerve and let Damian Priest or Logan win the chamber. There's a chaotic part of me that does want to see Logan Paul win the chamber so everybody can just completely crash out on the internet. But no, I don't think so. I think the biggest swerve we'll get is CM Punk winning. I think a lot of people are like really wanting John Cena to win, main event his last WrestleMania, but I think I'm really thinking CM Punk is going to take it. Hey, Chop, you know what I mean? I was like, how do you say that? You know how Jacob Fatu says, you know what I mean? Let's see, I think she phonetically did it. Yeah, da da mean? Yeah, da da mean? I don't know, I can't do it. Someone said I had to roll my R's, but I'm really bad at that. I wish I could though, because I'd be saying it all the time. You would hate me. I'd be like, you know what I mean? Raphael and Air, today's main event was a banger of meat. I was hoping Fatu would win, but I'm fine with Priest. Yeah, personally, I love Fatu, wish he would have won, but I can see the overall big picture that Priest should have won. Jacob Fatu, he's still very young, infant in his WWE career, and Priest had a good run last year in the main event, so the more opportunities we get to put Priest in the main event, the better, so we don't lose the momentum that was built on. And Jacob Fatu will be fine, but yeah, I wish, but I also understand why Priest was the winner. Number 2, Drew vs. Cody won't be bad WrestleMania match. A good build-up will make their battle legendary. Oh, man, that would be amazing. And it would be good for Cody, honestly, because Cody could be the pure face and Drew could be the pure heel. But now they're probably going John Cena or CM Punk, and that's going to be hard for pure babyface Cody to survive. And then the SmackDown Tag Team Division doesn't disappoint. Every team is a viable candidate to dethrone DIY. Even crazier is Pretty Deadly has set themselves up to be a very, a dark horse underdog winners. And, what if they did it? What if they did it next week? I wouldn't be mad. A lot of people would, but I wouldn't. Metal Mayhem, I think we all know at this point what the main events of WrestleMania are going to be. Jay versus Gunther and Cody versus John Cena. This opens the door for incredible matches. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa at WrestleMania. Yeah, I think those 4 matches are pretty much booked at this point. With the exception of, where does CM Punk fall? We going to do Drew Punk 4? No. I really hope, though, that CM Punk isn't added and makes a triple threat of either John Cena and Cody or Roman and Seth. I kind of want CM Punk to be on his own somewhere. So where does CM Punk fall? That's the real question. King of T 7977. I really wonder why Papa H giving Triple H easy victories now, and so he can't beat better wrestlers. So they got him fighting job guys. It really sucks to be a fan of Carmelo Hayes when he can't beat top wrestlers and mid-card guys anymore, and I have to fully give up on him because he's washed up now. Don't give up on Carmelo Hayes. Honestly, I'm okay with him fighting job guys. Let him get a really big ego even on fighting these job guys, saying, oh, I've been undefeated for 3 months now, and it's like Tozawa he fights. But my thing is this, though. He should be beating these job guys in 3 or 4 minutes. Last week, when he had a very back-and-forth match with Tozawa, no shade on Tozawa, but it should have been a 3-minute squash match. And if that's shade, then fine, whatever, shade on Tozawa. But I personally feel it's not. Tozawa is a comic character, a comedy character, and so is R-Truth. This was a better booking of Carmelo Hayes because R-Truth, his purpose is not to be in the ring, it's to make us laugh backstage and everything. Carmelo Hayes needs to be beating these job guys, these lower mid-card guys, super quick and getting an ego about it. But eventually, soon even, after WrestleMania, he needs to move on to bigger, better things. So it is hard to be a Carmelo Hayes fan. I agree with you right now, but don't give up on him, though. Please do not give up on Hayes, because if we all start giving up on him, then he's going to be purely Dolph Ziggler, and we don't need that to happen. Come at me, ow. Solo Sikoa is going to betray Jacob for gaining more attention and success than he ever has. Tom will be stuck in the middle, causing him to break down and go on his own like Jay. Solo versus Jacob at WrestleMania with Tonga Loa out of the picture. I feel Solo will bring Zilla into the mix on Raw after WrestleMania. I don't know. I think this is going to be tough to book because as it stands, I think they're trying to make Solo the babyface of this situation, but Jacob is just too lovable. Jacob is just too much of a monster, but a different kind of monster that we've never seen before. It's hard not to like Jacob Fatu. And granted, I usually tend to like the heels more than the faces, but the crowd was chanting Fatu, Fatu, Fatu throughout the night, even when he was staring down Cody Rhodes. So, like, yeah, Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu at Mania does seem like the next logical step. But what are you going to do? Because at this point, Solo's going to be like, he can't be a babyface right now against Jacob. And I think that's what they want. I think they want to start the redemption arc. And I don't know, maybe he has to be a heel a little longer if they really want that Fatu match. Christian Jasso, should Jey Uso's match have a third person added? Kind of how Daniel Bryan got into the Roman Edge match. Maybe someone like Penta? AJ Styles, CM Punk, Finn Balor? That's interesting. If it was out of those, though, the only person I could see being added in, that'd be tough. I think Gunther, with his track record, Damian Priest, actually, would be the only one that might have a case to be added in. But nah, it doesn't seem like anybody should be added into that. I don't have any reasons why anybody could be entered in. Daniel Puba, I love you, Jacob, but muted. That was heartbreaking. Solo trying to reach out to Jacob. But like I said in the beginning, you can't write people off just because you had a bad day. I'm sorry. You got to be respectful even when you're at rock bottom. It might be understandable, but other people got feelings too. And then Solo's main event roster is getting pretty stacked. We got Cody, KO, Solo, Drew, Damian, Jacob, LA Knight kind of, Miz kind of, Randy Orton. We got, you know what? The SmackDown roster has really beefed up. The transfer window definitely helped. Everybody was thinking that Netflix Raw was going to take everybody, but no, SmackDown's no slouch here. And also, LA Knight didn't have to be so mean to Miz. 1 week he's pro mental health, the next he's a bully. Yeah, valid. Oh, here we go. Dollar Bear, is Randy Orton going to miss WrestleMania 41, or is he going to cost Kevin his match against Sammy? I could see that. I thought we were going to get Kevin and Sammy at WrestleMania, but I'm thinking now Randy and Kevin. Though I heard rumors that Randy is going to be the host of WrestleMania. That would be so dumb. That'd be so dumb. The host position is never a good position, but if you're going to do that, give it to someone like The Miz who will still cherish it. Randy Orton as a host, I don't even, that's not even his thing. I don't get that at all. I hope that rumor was just, a joke. The host. Give me a break. Randy Orton. Jamie K, bring back destructible announcement tables. Holy cow, that announce table, huh? Just whatever you do, it can't be taken out. That is the monster push. The biggest monster push I've seen in a long time is the announce table. I'm glad that the announce table is not breaking every time. See, that's the problem. It was breaking every Raw, every SmackDown, every PLE, so it no longer mattered. So now we're clamoring for this announce table to break. So when the announce table breaks, you're going to get everybody just holy crap. So, that's what happens. If you expose something too much, then it becomes meaningless. So they took it away. They took away the breakable announce table, and now we're all just here we are talking about the announce table on a hot take video. So the announce table is so over that we are discussing it, and I love that. All right. Boys and girls, thank you so very much for your comments and watching the video to the end. The engagement helps. Thank you for your thumbs up. Thank you for just everything, being a part of this channel. Don't forget, we do got a Patreon now. Go over there, check it out, support the channel, or just continue watching, supporting, maybe watch an advertisement or two. That helps greatly. Boys, girls, have a great day.